I've been beekeeping for over 8 years now, and I started beekeeping on the North Shore of Oahu. I was working for a company called Honey Girl Organics. My best friend was working for them, and she brought me into the company. And it's an organic skincare line, so I learned how to manufacture their whole product line, and I learned how to beekeep and rescue wild beehives from the founder of Honey Girl Organics. His name's Anthony Maxfield. I started working for them in 2011, and then the very next year in 2012 I started my organization called Leave Hawaii. Beekeeping it's like my church. All my bee sanctuaries, it's me going into my temple, my church, where I have a connection with every single colony. Every single one has a different personality, and I meet them at their frequency, and I connect with them on a very spiritual, ancient level of communication, because this is one of the most ancient trades of our time as humans, right? Goes back to the Egyptians and the Minoans from Greece and everything. And so thing is, the honeybees aren't even native to Hawaii, but they are favored across the world because they are one of the primary pollinators of our planet. And my whole mission for my organization is rescue, relocate, rehabilitate, and educate. And in the rehabilitation process, because removing them from wherever they were in a house wall or a tree is invasive on their behalf, right? Imagine somebody going into your house and taking all your furniture out and being like, "You're moving here," and you're like, "What?" So the rehabilitation process is very important. I bring them into my sanctuary and I just love them up, and I introduce my behavior to them, which is very gentle and mindful, and I talk to them, and I know there's scientists that have proven that bees are so smart that they remember faces, and I think they probably even remember the tone of my voice, because I have a little bee voice too that I speak to them with, right? One of my goals as a bee priestess and pollinator protector is to change that stigma of being afraid of bees. And that's why I love working with children. If I can teach them how to have a connection and to respect the bees at a young age, then that stigma will diminish and they can grow up and not have that fear. It's like somebody saying, like, don't go in the ocean, you're gonna get bit by a shark. It's the same stigma. People are terrified of bees like they are terrified of sharks. In the beginning of my career, when I was first beekeeping, yeah, there was maybe just a little bit of standoffishness, but as time passes, my connection with them grows stronger, and then it's really how deep I can go into meditation, because if I'm not afraid or excited and I'm not releasing these pheromones that the bees can smell, then, and if I'm really calm, they'll pick up on that and then just learn that way. One major way that the bees communicate is through scent, SCENT, through smelling, and that's because every queen has her own pheromone scent. It's like our mother has her own perfume scent, right? So the whole colony recognizes that. And they could change the smell of their pheromones to indicate what's going on and also when they're in danger. So there's something below their okole, below their abdomen. If they turn it up, I call it bee twerking. They literally stick their little butts up. And they do that because it has to, when they undulate and they flex their little abdomen up like that, it shows there's a nasonov, NASONOV. It's a gland below their abdomen that when it's released, it smells like sweet fruit. Like some people say like pineapple or like banana peels. And when I smell that, the bees are letting me know they're sending that pheromone scent out to the whole colony, saying that they might be in danger. Nature is my number one muse. So I wake up every day with this huge drive and huge will to be alive, and it feels amazing. And there's so many things to do, but I remind myself to be also. There's a complete difference. You could do, you have all these tasks, but the being is the connection to nature. The being is the self-love. And there has to be a balance